So, speaking of having to invent all new late-game content to keep the player base amused...
That's
not what you're doing. This was planned out before. We just delayed you. Our original group was supposed to be going through this.
So... when last we were gathered, you lot had made your way through the two lower the two lower tiers of the city of Desideratum, the place where all souls that enter the boneyard go in order to find their future and their release back into their fate. And the city itself, it's supposed to function as a sort of not exactly a filter, but a place where souls can do the last few things they need to do to be able to move on. You guys have talked your way past the first two gates and into the core of the city. But
and for no reason at all, it exploded.
Well, when you reached the third gate, which told you to bring nothing through except that which you wish to be judged by, and Garazan went through and got to suffer another burst of his geese. Fulton was allowed through, but he had to shed his part of his armor in order to expose his holy symbol. Evea Lathel came through and is... Well, from the sound of it, I think she's losing hope rapidly of whether or not she'll find out what happened to her crew. And Shinalar didn't get to find out what portents the gate might hold for her, because she sent Pharasma through first. And the gate spontaneously exploded and melted into slag.
Pharasma has a lot of baggage.
It was a surprise to her, too. So, the lot of you charged through the gate and disappeared and ran into the innermost tier of the city. The last layer before they, on their way to the Postulatorum, the great tower temple at the center of the city. And they paused for Fulton to prepare a spell that he might use to find their way through the much more disorganized and labyrinthine sector of the city, when a Yamaraj came upon them and attacked. We pick up dead center in the middle of that. Where's the initiative window? It's on the other computer, that's why I can't see it. There we go. Evea Lathel, you are up. You are in a opaque force cage. You've already dealt some damage to the wall in front of you.
Well, I don't really want to take more burns, so I'm just going to do, I'm just going to do straight electrical damage, kinetic whip, kinetic blade.
Okay.
And I'm going to full attack it, so... Sorry, I just always have to double check on my damage. I have a certain amount of burn, too.
Before I forget...
What's up?
Do you have it written down how long Fulton's gonna be, I forget what it is, nauseated or sickened?
You are sickened until round 6.
Okay. Just making sure that was written down somewhere.
Yep. The Yamaraj's turn is before yours, so on your turn, round 6, you'll be back to normal.
Okay.
Okay, so
Carry
I have
on.
3 burns, so my attacks are plus 26, plus 21, plus 16, and I get plus 6 to damage. Okay.
And I also have written down how many spell levels of turning Shinalar has on her.
Spell turning, woo.
Well, this is when I never get a spell casting at me again.
So we'll do this one at a time, because I might break it and then have the Amirage in melee range for all I know, so...
Okay.
So first attack, I assume that hits the cage.
Yeah, you just need to roll not a 1.
Okay, so 10d6 times 1.5 plus 11.
Let's see here. All right, you deal. You cut another great swath in it, although you can't see the light of the light of starlight through it yet.
Okay, attack 2.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a better roll.
All right, you've caused some deep gashes in it. It's flickering at the edges. You're certain one more good hit like that will bust through.
Okay, sorry, I'm just checking on something. Yeah, I was just trying to find the rules on how my stuff actually interacts with objects, because I think there was a thing where it does full damage, even though it's an energy attack, but I can't find it now. Because it might come up and be important.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird, I can't find that now.
What are you looking for?
Kinetic blast and objects. I think there was a thing where it deals damage as a weapon to an object, even though it's an energy blast, but I can't find that wording anymore. I know it deals full damage to swarms. Just, because it might be important if we need to break a door down. Well, it's not important. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry. Next attack. That's actually a crit if this thing's not immune to them.
It is an object, so it is.
Damn.
All right. You carve through it with one last sweep of your blade, and scatter the field scatters in all directions.
Screw you, Yamarash. Oh crap, now I'm in melee range.
Have any swift or free actions?
I'm debating, because I could try to do a blast as a quicken on him. I forget what he's not immune to. Oh yeah, it's actually negative he's not immune to, right? Weirdly enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to, though. That's 4 burn I can't really afford right now, so my turn is done. Actually, I'm going to 5-foot step back, so he has to move if he wants to hit me.
Stay on the corpse of the cloud giant.
Pretty much, yeah.
Down in the alley, yes.
Hey,
No, he's just that big.
I could summon enough of them and we could walk up them.
Good plan.
I can roll with this.
Found a shortcut through your hedge maze.
Dead giants, apparently.
Yes.
Just pile them, we'll climb aboard and get on up. Easy peasy.
Please hold one moment, I have a relevant minute.
Of course you do.
Very quick. Alright, I can't get a permalink, but scroll down to form N11.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do that.
What am I looking at?
Well, whatever you do, don't actually play the video because that's twice as horrifying.
Well, we should do that.
Okay.
That should be a standard spell. But, cube of
Bombard.
corpses, that should be a standard spell. Let's do it.
Just like
No.
Shelly people.
Can I do some kind of trick on summoning to do that? Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with Heartbreaker now.
Dear God.
It's gonna be burn corpses.
They summon 1d100 pigeons.
Form me a bridge, pigeons. Well, I can't shoot this guy currently, and I have no way of flying, so I'm just gonna handle the swarm.
We can't fly here anyway.
Good point. Die swarm in a fire. Die in a fire gun. Alright, let's see. This would just be the one shot, so... I already handled that. Oh, oops. That part I do need to include. There. Swarm can suck cone damage.
Hmm. 44. And do you have anything special about damaging swarms?
According to what I can find on guns, it's the same way Burning Hands works, but it is a weapon attack, so go from there. So, like, it'll hit them, it'll do damage, but they get their reduction based on weapon attacks, I think.
So it is halved, but you can attack them.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. It is
Okay.
halved, but I get 2 damage them, which you don't normally get to do with weapon attacks.
Okay. Just a second, I double check what their max HP is. And oh, forgot the D6 of Sonic. Okay. Question. Garazen. In cone and within 5 feet of D6 Sonic damage, do you get to pick and choose who is and isn't?
Oh,
affected?
no. They all get. My friends are going to suck Sonic damage.
Yeah,
It's a D6 of Sonic damage, really?
Shenlar, Fulton,
Whine harder.
Take 5 Sonic.
The Sonic
Can I
damage.
reflex it?
Oh,
Not as far as I know, no.
The Sonic damage actually shouldn't be halved because it's energy damage.
That part isn't. Yes, you're right.
I didn't tell it.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, the weapon part is, yeah. Yes, take 5 points of Sonic. Boo hoo 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 hoo.
The swarms are weird and people forget the niggly things with them.
Yep.
They are
I'm
weird.
sort of a master of them since I was using those Minotaur swarms all the time.
Well, he's attacked me. He's my enemy now.
I am 5 feet away and your summons don't work. That's not a fight you're winning.
Maze.
Speaking
I'm
of
back.
Maze
summons,
Because I'll get out of that
again.
eventually.
Maze.
And then you run out of mazes and I still have a gun. What's your answer
Throw
now?
the Frost Giant on them.
That's true. I'll just summon a frost giant on you.
I summon bigger fish.
Shenalar.
It's time to get out of this cone? Bullshit.
Get out of the swarm first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get a lot out of the swarm. Like, this thing's gonna move towards you, and if you just move there, it's gonna follow you and eat you.
Well, I'm
Did
assuming
you
a
just
5
shoot
foot
the
I
God
don't
of
get
Death in the
hit.
face?
No, it's a swarm. It doesn't get AOs. It's a ball of angry. Go where you want. Just get away from it.
Then fine.
Yeah, swarms deal damage at the end of their movement.
Yeah, so the further away you are, the
Bye.
better. Bye.
Unfortunately, most swarms can outrun most people.
Is it true? They're usually little flying
Mostly
fuckers as
because
well.
I have nothing else I can do but move. Your turn.
Shenalar buggers off down an alley.
Bye.
The Yamaraj.
Oh crap, it sees me.
Back in your box.
Probably.
The Beetle Swarm.
Well, it can't 5 foot move, so I'm gonna shoot it. And this will be a pushback shot, and no, it's not immune to it, because again, if it's affected by it, it's affected by it. Do you see what's gonna happen now?
Except it is immune to combat maneuvers.
Is an AOO a combat maneuver?
Pushback
AOs
shot
aren't,
is.
but push is.
Push isn't. This is a grid ability.
Yeah, but it counts as a bull rush.
Is it versus
No, it doesn't.
their CMD?
I don't believe it counts as a bull rush, it just moves you. So hold on, let me check.
Yeah, but is it versus their CMD, or is
No.
it a reflex save?
I don't believe it. Let me go check, it's been a while.
No, tell us now.
Potato. Yeah, that's
Know
your answer.
everything.
Potatoes.
Don't make me hungry.
Fries.
No.
God damn it, where the hell's the entire... They used to have an entire page just for grit feats, and now they've... fucking moved it.
So I shouldn't be talking about these pulled pork barbecue fries that they serve at this one place?
Do they serve them with grits?
No.
Where the hell is it? Hold on.
Are you sure that's what it's called? Because I'm in the grit feet now thing now and it's not here.
Blowout shot's what it's called. Okay, I found it again. Alright, there we go. Spend 1 grade. Must succeed at a reflex save, or be pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so... there you go. So I'm gonna do that. So spend a grit. Normal shot, obviously. Normal for me.
Mm-hmm.
So scoot me back 5, and that thing needs to make a reflex save.
Reflex is...
Back 10. Would it like to keep moving?
They're mindless beetles.
Well, guess what's going to happen again? Draw an AOO, get shot blowout again.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna blow yourself backwards into the wall.
Once he's against the wall, he can brace himself.
He does this like every day.
Back the fuck out. He's taking damage each time, so if he just dies... Okay, he's
I
made
honestly
that one.
think this is how he gets out of bed in the morning.
Yeah,
Rocket jump.
Up the bed.
We go through
Alright,
beds
so,
really quickly.
he
Okay,
still
they
takes
made
damage from those 2 shots, so that might have killed it.
yeah, they made that one, but that second one killed them.
Alright, so there you go, problem solved. I am really good against swarms.
Fulton,
Me too. 'cause
Well,
sonic damage.
Well, I'm good for a non-magic character,
Oh,
let
right,
me reiterate that.
Also, Pharasma looks very annoyed by the gunfire.
Oh, I'm not hitting her with it, I could just do the cone. So it's fine.
It's just still obnoxious.
It is obnoxious,
I
fine.
know you're not hitting her with it, but your cone has to be that shape in order to
I'm just
hit those
1d6ing
ends.
her in the face, just like...
Yes.
You already made her suck sonic damage.
Yeah, she's fine, she's a god. Yes.
You shot the goddess of death in the face.
I did not.
You're
She
right.
happened to get
You
it
did
was just
3
really loud
times.
in the point she was standing in. She has
The
80 sonic
Yamara.
resistance, it just pings off.
Let's see here.
You are not going to have a pleasant fate, buddy.
She don't get to judge me. That's Morrigan's job.
It isn't ready to do that.
She judges everybody. At the end times, Pharasma will judge the living and the dead.
What if I'm neither?
Then she'll
I
make
think she
you into
judges the
one.
liches too.
Okay, the Yamiraj, Evealathel, you see it look down into the alleys, like Cranus Neck, look down over there. You
I shoot it
guys
in the
down
face.
below see its head briefly poke out and then retreat. Then the Yamiraj looks at you, Evealathel, grins, and pounces.
Ah, don't smile.
Here comes its full attack.
Here's Johnny.
Actually, it only needs to... Okay,
Or
yes.
it has to move the 10 feet to actually pounce.
Yep, but it does have 10 feet to move.
Wait, it charged?
Yep.
Bastard.
hey, its
Well,
AC is lower
you're
by
gonna
2.
regret taking that AC shot next time.
Alright, let's see.
I attack touch, bastard.
Being right back. But keep going.
Good, I have improved critical on this thing.
Alright, here is a bite, which will resolve Folly first because it has a grab.
I believe my AC is 46. Oh, it's 47. And I believe it's actually up because of the burn I have. It's sort of annoying with my class. Sorry, I just have to check what the effects of the burn are.
Yep.
Sort of annoying. I know I got the +2 to... Oh yeah, right. So my AC actually is higher because I got the Dex, which I actually have incorporated onto my sheet here. So I'm at... Yeah, I'm at 28 Dex right now, which is why my AC is 47 instead of 46. Okay.
Okay, so 47?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Bite snaps in the air and doesn't get you. Here come the claws.
One hit. One miss. Must be GM to using it. Why is that always a problem on my token?
I
Because you're not the GM.
have no idea which one you're using. Harm?
Yep. Oh, it's probably because I'm using it from the campaign tab.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Use the one on your token.
Well, I've already taken the damage, so...
Or just become a GM.
Pretty sure even when it does that, it still gives you the damage.
Let's see here. 259. Yeah, it looks like it evaluated it, but didn't emit the results. So, yeah, that looks like it did.
Okay, that's fine.
And here comes the tail and wings.
Really? Swish, swish, swish.
Okay.
Keep this thing the fuck away from me. It'll murder me.
Seriously, fuck this guy.
Jesus.
I can take it, but I'm nauseated.
And then he idly swings one of these claws that missed and hurls a lightning bolt down at...
I have a turn. What do you do?
He attacked me
Hey.
a million times and only managed to do 14 damage.
Wow, he sucks.
And in the middle of that full attack, he is also just going to idly hurl a lightning bolt down at Fulton.
Oh, hi.
Roll
Fuck you,
reflex.
cleric.
That's not good.
No, you'll be taking fall.
Take that guy who's already nauseated and can't do anything to me.
You don't have spell resistance, do you?
I do. But it's 19. If he doesn't pass it, I don't know what's
Oh,
going on in this world.
He can auto-pass it.
Uh-huh.
Alright, then here's... Oh, really? Is this really just the 1d6? Oh, well, yeah, no wonder. It's the quickened one. Okay. So,
Yeah, he's
have
doing
yourself
this-
32 lightning.
Yeah, he's doing this on the side of a full attack. I mean...
Yep.
Ow.
And... check. Yep, that's him. Fulton.
Are we sure
have-
the smell of ionized air doesn't get rid of it? No.
Well, the scent of charred orc is kind of overriding that.
Hmm.
So you have a move action.
Yeah. But I can't do anything that requires concentration. Anything that requires attention, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's, that kind of means the only thing you can actually do is move, doesn't it?
Yeah, you could move, you could try to grab a potion out of your bag to cure things like sickened. Yeah, it is pretty crippling.
I mean, I would do that if I had a potion to cure second.
Yep.
Do I have anything that might help me?
Does channeling count under that for concentration?
It does not. You don't have variant channeling, do you?
No, that's a paladin thing to remove.
I'm also just thinking that you're at 94 health.
This is true. There is one thing I'm looking for really quick. Where is it? I don't know if this item can remove conditions. No, remove disease is not what I'm looking for on that one.
Nope.
That is unfortunate. But I'll ask anyway, is it at all possible to use a command word item like this, or no? Actually, that's a standard action, isn't it?
Yeah, using a command word item is the standard.
Yeah,
Yep.
so, yeah, that won't work. Well, I'm very much in the open here, so I'm gonna do what Chanelair did, and, better part of valor.
Bravely ran away.
Brave Sir Robin. Evael Athel.
You know what? Fuck this guy. Kinetic Blade, I'm going to take 2 burn to maximize it. negative energy. And so yeah, suck on this. I just have to double check what my bonuses are again because of the way burn works. From my interpretation of it, I don't get the effects of this burn until after I've used it, so... Right now I'm at 23, 26.
Sorry, what are those two numbers?
There. Oh, fuck, that's a 1.
That is a 1.
Okay, next attack is at plus 21.
Ah, okay, your BAB progression is what you were naming. Carry on.
Does 30 hit its touch?
30 does hit its touch AC.
Okay, so...
Is this a brilliant energy weapon or something?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Just trying to figure out why it targets touch.
Oh, because my energy attack always targets touch. Even if I'm using it as a kinetic blade. The difference between energy blasts and physical blasts are that physical blasts deal more damage but target normal AC, energy blasts deal less damage but target touch. And physical blasts... Oh yeah, does he have SR?
Yes, he does.
Because yeah, that's the other thing is that energy blasts are mitigated by SR where physical blasts aren't. Okay, I just gotta look up what my effective caster level is for that again. It's 23. Okay. I'm guessing 24 to beat his SR.
Does not.
I don't think
Yeah,
a natural
that
1
doesn't
does
kill
either.
That doesn't matter for spell resistance.
Oh, I thought it was like an attack roll. Didn't know that.
You're just rolling 1s everywhere, aren't you?
Yeah, apparently. Okay, last attack. Which is at plus 16. Does 29 hit his touch?
It does. However, any given spell only attempts penetration once.
Yeah, but this is considered a weapon, so each attack's a separate spell.
Are you sure? It's a blade that you make appear, and then it lasts until the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how, like, rules is written, maybe not, but rules as intended, I don't think they want you to be completely screwed over if you miss spell resistance ones with it.
I also don't think they're expecting you to go around with a blade of it.
Yeah,
well, no, that's exactly what kinetic blade is.
That's the whole point of it. Yeah, just rules as intended. I don't think they mean for you to be completely screwed over for your round if it passes SR once.
Unfortunately, there's precedent in spells like Ancestral Weapon and with other like summoned weapon type things, and with Storm Bolts, where you can once a round hit people with lightning bolts. Once your SR has failed against a target, it stays. That invocation of the spell stays failed against that target.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll take my 2 burn then.
And there it is. Yeah, that counts up fast, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
But that does actually affect my stats again, since now I'm up to 5 burn. I get a +4 size bonus to Dex and a +2 size bonus to my other scores.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Getting warmed up.
Yeah, Dex goes up to 30, Con goes up. Con stays the same, and Strength goes up to 9.
Bombard.
Shoot. He's practicing shooting in silence.
Bangity bang
what-
bang.
What you shooting?
Yeah, I believe
Pharasma, who do you think?
I don't think you can actually
you don't have line of effect to hit him from there.
You don't have line of sight. Not only is it 40 feet, like on the roof that's 40 feet above you,
Oh,
but
I forgot these walls are that tall.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
and
gonna have to back
this-
up to like here to be able to see it.
Yeah, this line here is what I've been using as the minimum away from the building you have to be able to see him.
I get all
That's why his only choices for the lightning bolt were Ave, Lathel, Shinolar, and Fulton.
Well, I put away my big gun, move, and draw my musket, and that's my whole turn. So I'm done.
Okay. From there, he does have +2 cover, but I don't that does not matter for your weapon, but just for paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay, Shinolar.
So can I see him now?
You can see his whipping tail and his wings and his back from that
Damn it.
far away. Given that you have another wall in front of you, like this one here, he has a 20% mischance from you for anything that's ray or line of attack.
Actually, that reminds me, I actually have that blur effect going, so roll a mischance for the 14 damage you did.
Oh,
That's fine. Just double checking.
Well, I guess she'll blend, because she doesn't really have much else to do except get concealment. Yeah, this is not a fight she's built for. Since her summons aren't working, that's pretty much all she's got.
You are a summoner, that's fair.
Only other thing I have is battlefield control spells, which won't really work on something this size.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise I could try to dispel him, but I don't think he's running anything I need to dispel.
Summon a frost giant up.
I mean, if you want.
Kill all of your normal summons.
So yeah, just that's her whole turn.
okay. So you're blend. What do you mean?
She gains concealment by blending into the shadows.
Ah, okay. The feature.
I didn't
All right.
know you were a night elf.
Yeah, she's stealing abilities from her Eidolon.
Right. All right. Yeah, Mirage.
Come at me, bro.
I think it's gonna do that.
It is. Unfortunately, it is round 4, and he has, for the second time, rolled very well on this D4. You shout, "Come at me, bro." He opens his mouth and spews a mass of swarming beetles.
Oh, not this shit again.
Beatles!
You're the only person in the cone this time, so... That's a bit low, isn't it? Ugh, you rolled 10 damage below average. Alright, let's see here. Reflex of 29. 30 exactly. You are nauseated for... one round.
Had to grab a drink. Did he breath weapon again?
Yep.
Oh, not us.
A massive beetles on a Vealathal. Go deleting the token, because I didn't think I would actually need it, but...
You thought we'd have killed it already?
Garazan took care of it.
I'm really good against swarms for a melee guy. Or a physical.
Yeah, they're
non-magic.
also really weak swarm. Alright, so you will be back. You'll be unnauseated at the end of the Amiraj's next turn. And 46 slashing damage from the beetles.
Yeah, the thing is, I thought about getting that determination vest, but then I realized that no matter what I'm fighting, with the way this character works, I'm going to be unconscious long before I'm at 0 hit points, so... a pretty useless item for me.
And then he's going to... just walk around you, stretch out his body to stride over the alley, head over this way. Alton.
Beetles, honestly, what can I do as a move action? That doesn't require attention. I'm pretty sure most of the things I could do in a situation like this are all command word actions, so I can't actually do them.
Things such as?
Well, my shield, I've never actually used it very much, but it is an animated shield, so I could set that to doing its thing. I mean, I could move action, channel energy on myself, but... yeah, I probably should. I'm below 100 health now. Doo-doo! If I knew where he was, I might try to hit him at the same time, but, poor thing, probably not evil, honestly. And, I have no idea where it is now.
You know it's on top of the buildings in the area. You can hear it moving about. It is not being stealthy in any way. But no,
That's
you're not
concerning.
pinpointing it by sound alone. Vealathal, you have a move action.
That is one move action.
Alright. Buggering away from the bugs.
60-foot move speed. Whoop whoop.
But then you're not second anymore, because you got lucky.
Bombard.
Can I shoot him now?
Nope. From where he is on that building, you...
Okay, I'm tired of this shit. I am officially had enough of him. I'm climbing up the fucking wall.
Alrighty.
I get out my equipment and I start climbing the fucking wall.
Can you, though? Can your feet leave the ground?
I'm not leaving the ground. I'm leaving,
The ground.
Okay, if this fucking
To
wall
climb
counts
a
as
wall-
ground, then guess what? It
To
counts.
climb a wall, Your feet must leave the ground by definition.
Yeah.
Well, one
earlier
foot
they
leaves the
said-
ground, puts it on south the wall, and does the wall count as ground?
Let me. Grabazin. You grab a climbing piton from your belt, begin applying it to the wall, and, well, this is, all the buildings here are mostly stone with wood, like, decorations, fascia, and details. So there's some stuff to get a grip on, but the walls are mostly smooth. You dig your climbing piton in, and please make me a climb check.
Sure.
Yeah, I should point. I'm gonna point out now a bit you might have missed last time was that somebody was having trouble running because they couldn't get both of their feet off the ground at the same time.
Climbing's... It depends on whether or not the wall counts as ground, finger quotes.
Okay. You dig the piton in, pull yourself up, and keeping hands and knees against the wall. And then when you pull the piton out, you notice that you seem to have derped up. Anywhere else, you would have just fallen to the ground, but you don't have a very strong grip on with your other hand, and you've just got your two knees pressed against the wall, but you have not fallen.
Yeah, I had a wondering if you feel like that.
To try and walk up the wall like it's just solid ground.
You begin climbing up the wall on your hands and knees as though it was ground. You are 15 feet up the wall.
I scream loudly, "I've rumbled ya, you bitch! I'm coming for ya!" Because I'm gonna go kick this thing's ass now. I'm done. I mean, I moved unless I double action up there as best I can, so yeah.
Can I see Garazin from around the corner?
Yeah, you can peek around the corner and see that he seems to be crawling up the wall.
Good to know.
Shinalar.
Well, she doesn't see this.
You do hear me say that, though.
How would I interpret that as anything?
I don't know. But you didn't know I figured something out.
No, I know you yell. You do this all the
I'm coming
time.
for you, bitch. Not knowing who he's talking to, what he's
For all I
talking
know,
about.
he's talking to Pharasma.
Lol.
Sounds about right.
Well, since she doesn't know, and I feel dumb for not thinking of it sooner, she's gonna cast Wall of Stone and make a freaking staircase.
Okay.
Basically, a spiral.
Okay. Hlosterin, don't think it has any terms I really need. Let's see here.
It would if I was lower level.
5 foot square per level.
Inch
She has
thick
enough
for
to-
4 caster levels.
She has enough caster levels where she makes some real nice stairs.
Wall of Stone isn't supposed to make any complex shapes. That's what stone shape is for. But I can
Stairs
let you...
aren't complicated.
Yes, they are.
Stone
a spiral,
brick, slightly higher stone brick.
Hey, stop.
A spiral staircase is complicated, but you can make a set of steps extrude themselves from a nearby wall without problem.
Fine, good enough. I still can't go up it quick enough because it's still like 30. So I guess I'm there.
Yeah, it's still 40 vertical feet.
You know what? We should get a big plank of wood and just walk across the top.
Yeah, Mirage. Let's see here.
Or cast Flesh to Stone on the giant and use its body as stepping stones. Anybody strong enough to carry it around?
Okay. Yeah, Garazin, you're climbing up the wall.
And declare eternal vengeance and yada yada, yes.
The Yamiraj pokes its head over the edge, grins a great toothy smile, and then clambers down the wall toward you rapidly.
Alright, come at me. Let's do this. I'll punch you.
It's
Again.
charging. It's charging.
If Grozin's idea is to punch the Yamiraj, I have a bad feeling for her chances.
Alright, well, it's charging. Alright.
FYI, because you do not have a good enough climb check to handle this, whereas this thing can auto-pass the necessary climb, you are going to be suffering a -4 to your AC.
That's fair.
As though you were prone, basically.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. Boing. Even with the penalty.
Really?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. I'm sorry. No, you hit me.
I was about to say, 47?
I was
Was
looking at the wrong
boring
sheet.
something else?
I was looking at the wrong sheet. My mistake.
Okay. Alright, so 51, and this does have a grab. Do you
Ring
have
of
freedom of movement?
Ring.
Okay. Then
Bugger
he's,
off.
then he's still grabbing you so that he can drop you to the ground.
Can't. You can't actually get a grip on me. There, you cannot pull me away from this thing because you cannot grip me to pull me. Like, that is the magic of the ring. That's why he can't grab me. If he could grab me, then yes, he could grab me and drop me, but that's part of a grab action thing. I can't do that if you can't initially grab.
Okay.
So,
because
you wanna-
these are natural attacks, I can't substitute in combat maneuvers for them.
Nope.
Alright, fair dues. In that case, 2d6 plus 9. That wasn't a crit threat. And... $15 damage
Okay.
and give me a fort.
I don't care.
20, you're fine.
Dwarf, sucker.
Here comes the rest.
15 then? Alright. Both hit. He's rolling pretty good.
Well, come on, this guy's pretty strong, but I don't think it's bullshit.
Tail is gonna miss though. And the wing. And the other wing.
Right,
Yeah, with the
you're at
penalty, that's
43 right now.
Yeah,
he
it's
rolled
nowhere
below
near.
5 on all 3 of those.
Yeah, I'd like to think he misses with those.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. That is... already did the damage for the bite, so the 2 claws.
Yes, sir.
Either one of which crit threaded. Okay. That'll be... plus 18. Yep, there we go. 30 more. Alton.
I see a Yamaraj.
Yep. Clinging to the wall with like it ain't no thing.
Well, I'm gonna be unsickened soon.
This thing immune to fire, I forget.
I don't
You
think
have
we've
not
tried.
tested.
I'm just gonna move around to here, and that's it.
The only one that knows is over here.
I can tell you from my own experience, it's immune to cold and electricity.
Evea Lathil. You are fine again. The damn swarm would have tried to pursue you, but that's their full movement quotient, so...
So I assume the Yamaraj is out of visible range of me right now?
Yep, it's clambered down into that alley. And you hear
That's fine.
Garazan screaming at it like his usual madman self.
Okay, well, I'm going to do a negative energy blast on it using a snake infusion that goes across the roof and down the wall onto it. It should be within 120 feet if I do that. Yeah, it's 80 over it, and he's not more than 40 down since he's on the wall.
Okay. You will have to guess where he is.
Well, that's the whole point of the stake infusion. That lets you get around.
Lets you avoid cover.
Yeah.
But you saw him go over the lip. You don't know whether he moved left or right after he got down there.
Nope, but firing things you can't see is the whole point of the stake infusion. So.
Yep.
So off we go. I'm also going to ride the blast over there.
Okay. You're at the end of the blast's path.
Or adjacent to the creature if I hit it, yes. Right now I have 5 burns, so this is at plus 29.
Okay, that was a roll against.
That was my attack roll. You want me to do a perception on him?
Nope, I just want you to roll a 50% mischance.
Okie doke. Yeah, so low is good, right?
Just
before I roll it?
just hit the button in the campaign tab.
Ah, there is one too.
Huh.
Exactly the lowest you need to get it, too.
That's okay, he still has SR.
Yep, go ahead. Bolt of energy flies over the lip of the building, turns hard down, and splashes against his back. That passes.
Okay, so 10d6 plus... Sorry, 10d6 times 1.5 plus... 15 damage.
And this was negative energy?
Yep.
Okay. And you were riding it, you say?
Yep. To whatever convenient square is adjacent to him, yes.
You appear with your feet firmly planted on the wall, and suddenly gravity is pulling you in an unexpected direction. You, like Garazin, are considered prone on this wall.
Oh. Well, this isn't anything new.
Will take a climb check to be able to move at a full speed.
Being prone doesn't actually do anything to me, except if I try to do what I was going to do next, I'd take an AOO.
Alright, and that
I was
was...
gonna quicken a blast on him, but nah. Hey, bro.
How you doing?
I was talking to the Yamaraj.
Bombard.
Why am I prone?
Dwarves aren't her, bro. Big demon things are.
Why am I status prone?
Because you are hands and knees on the wall.
I forget if you can do AOs while you're climbing or not.
You can't while you're prone.
No,
And that's why I'm using prone.
I mean, can he AOO me if I decide to start, crawling back up?
Yes,
Why?
Because he doesn't
because
care.
you're moving, and he isn't prone.
But he's climbing, right?
This is his native plane.
Yeah,
This is where he lives.
That doesn't matter. If you're
Yeah.
climbing, I don't know.
I know. I know.
The
It
wall
doesn't have
pulls us
anything.
down.
Doesn't have anything to do with being native. It has to do with the fact that he can pass the climb check to move unhindered by the tangential gravity.
I still don't know
If
if it
you
allows you
roll
to
a
make
climb
AOs.
check, you can stand as well. And
what
move
check?
normally, including a withdraw climb check.
Oh, I might as well try.
You do not.
What don't you like?
What action was that to try, exactly?
That was a non-action to attempt.
Oh, okay. In that case, use one hand to draw my pistol, and then shoot this thing in the face with flames.
That is possible and fair. Go ahead.
Normally he get an AOO, but I have a thing to where he just doesn't, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
High tier gunslinger class features. Yeah, don't draw AOs.
I need to try and remember how the hell this thing will work.
Your fire drake pistol?
I don't think I've fired it much.
Not much, no.
Cone of
Point
fire
the-
equivalent to burning hands. Rather, it was always a normal attack.
Point the end with the hole at the enemy.
There's more to it than that, and you know that.
What if Grozin's angry
Yeah,
with
pull the
himself
trigger.
today?
There's more to it than that, too.
You could, you can either use it to do burning hands, or you may fire it as the flaming pistol that it is.
Alright, let me check something. Because I have grit, and I want to see what I can do.
At the CL5 that it has, burning hands will do 5d4 damage.
Yeah, items of burning hands are sort of crabby.
Well, this is a really old piece of magic gear I picked up and didn't personally buy.
Yeah, this was loot.
Sorry, I have a lot of grit to file through.
Oh yes, gravity pulling in weird directions. It's like I'm back home. If you haven't read the Spelljammer books, read them. They're funny.
They're probably
There's
very
not a
odd.
lot I can do.
That's how gravity works in space. You're attracted to the nearest big thing.
Wait, do I even need my hands to like stay where I am on the wall? Like,
That's what the climb check is to determine how many limbs you need on the wall in order
Oh.
to not fall.
okay, so alright, fair enough. Yeah, fuck it. Where is it? Oh, I guess I don't have one set for this. Weird. I drew the weapon, so I can't full attack, so there's just one shot. I don't think I've ever used this sodding gun.
You have used it for its burning hands once, but that was to set something afire.
There you go. I shoot it with a mundane bullet in the face.
Okay, and do you choose to have it come out as all fire damage, or as...
No, actually, I need to reread this.
It is a
Bleeding
+1
wound.
flaming pistol, so it deals an extra d6 of fire.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay, well... the amount of bleed is equal to dexterity modifier, okay. I don't know if this thing's immune to bleed, or... Fuck it. Yeah, run grit point, so it takes the bleed of... Whatever the hell my dex mod is at this fucking stage. 29, that is... 9, okay. So it's gonna take 9 points of bleed, and this will just be normal damage with a d6 of fire. So, there you go.
Okay.
So 21 physical, 5 fire, and 9 bleed. 9.
Okay.
That's everything. Mundane shot to the face.
Alright.
So, done.
Chenalar.
Well-
What's your movement speed?
30. Since I'm not able to fly.
30. You will reach the top. You will reach the top of the stairs and the level of the roofs this turn, with one move action.
Alright, and I'm assuming that now I can't really see him anymore.
You can still hear all the combat going on, and a few moments of patience. You see a tail lash by over here.
Sigh.
Not a sigh, a tail.
You feel like you're in a Chuck Jones sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Someone psych a pump.
Yeah, that'll work great.
Well, they're probably not going to be dead here.
No, this one disappears, pops over to her, and dies.
Next turn.
Okay, heading back down into cover?
Mhm.
Okay. The Amirage now has enough people around it
Oh, lovely.
for me to apologize if what happens to Fulton a few sessions ago happens to everyone here, but this is what Yamirage do.
Get shot in the face for trying to cast a spell?
They're all SLAs, so no.
Son of a bitch.
Spell likes count as spells in every way, so they do incur AOs unless they say they don't.
Roll concentration, buddy, or I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
Yeah, it's supernatural and extraordinary don't, but SLAs do. Yeah, if you, under special abilities, spell-like abilities, it says, and although a spell-like ability has a casting time of 1 standard action unless noted otherwise in the ability or spell description, in all other ways, it's treated as a spell.
I swear that contradicts something else that I've... Right, it doesn't say here that spell-like abilities cannot be disrupted, even though it has no opponents whatsoever. I swear I've seen somewhere else, though, that they don't require concentration.
Maybe not to, like, for like the
They-
boat rocking, but for AOO purposes, I think they would.
Yeah, you can't stop somebody from casting one, but they still count. They still set off AOs.
Alright, one moment, I need to check his concentration check then.
I can
Defense is
I can
15
check the
plus
other pages
double
that come up with spell-like abilities and see, but yeah, it's the feats for spell-like.
concentration check. D20 and add caster level and the... he cannot fail the concentration for this spell.
Just kind of rolling a 1 count? That's skill, right?
Nope, it's... No, you do not fail on a 1 on these.
And then, go on.
Actually, let me just double check here because there's also an entry under the Universal Monster Rules. Let's see. Spell-like abilities are magical and work just like spells. They go away in anti-magic fields and are subject to spell resistance. Usually has a limit on how often it can be used. Reactivating a constant spell-like ability is a swift. Okay, yeah. Using all other spell-like abilities is a standard action unless noted otherwise. In doing so provokes attacks of opportunity. It's possible to make a concentration check to use a spell-like ability defensively and avoid provoking, just as when casting a spell. A spell-like ability can be disrupted just like a spell. But they cannot be used to counterspell and cannot be counterspelled.
Okay.
Digging around, it's fun.
Yep. Anyway, I actually have to abort that because the spell in question has a little fiddly clause right down the end of it that kind of completely changes who are valid targets for it. So 1 second, I need to relook at his options. Yep, nope. Going more literally for apologies to Fulton having deja vu. Using his last 1 a day.
Whale of the Banshee.
Let's have another round of applause for Whale of Banshee.
Oh,
Any
God.
of you have spell resistance over 21?
No. I'm not that kind of dwarf.
Yep,
I don't have
Chinalar?
Oh, yeah, she's got it. Assuming this has line of effect on her.
Can you hear it? Yes.
It's
then.
line of
Yeah.
hearing.
All right.
That's a whale
That's
of the
line of
Banshee's a
hearing within a
bitch.
certain area, so yeah. Whale of the Banshee's a bitch spell.
What's your SR?
29.
Aha.
You're fine.
Yeah, she's got actually effective SR.
I have effective SR if I cast it on myself.
Yep. You three, throw your fort.
Please don't kill me.
Natural 20.
That's
Lombard
good.
stuck diamond dust in his ears.
We both got 33.
Honestly, I'm surprised Bombard can hear anything with probably all the beard hair that is actually in his ears.
It's not beard hair.
Plus all the baby rats he carries around in there.
No, shut up.
Honestly, he probably
That's
is
how these
somewhat
giant
deaf.
rats
No,
carry around
shut
the
up.
babies, right?
This is the last dwarf I ever make with you guys.
That's bull, by the way.
Yeah, we know better.
Well, I'm
Alright.
fine. Are they dead?
Let's see here. That failed, and the Amirage is very pissed about it. So he's going to scramble back up the wall.
Bish
Oh,
can
come
run.
on now.
Bish ain't gonna get very far.
And as he goes, he's going to wave a hand and toss a lightning bolt down into the alley.
You really don't ever give up, do you? Alright then.
It's his last one.
This isn't me then.
And Fulton gets to eat it again.
Lightning rod.
Reflex.
My name is Fulton.
Fall damage. God damn, that's rolled low. This guy has been
I'm okay
rolling
with it.
very low on his damages. Fulton, you are no longer nauseated.
Can I kill this thing? Does anyone have any objections to that?
No objections, but you have to get actually up the wall first.
I've been trying to.
Let's see, I could cast Destruction at it, but it probably is a decent fort save.
He's up the wall, you can't even see him.
Yeah, I know, but I have ways around that.
Could I have at least seen him go back up from here?
Let's see here. You spent a move action back downward?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say no, we're going for a Three Stooges routine, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Up the stairs,
I
down
mean,
the
there's
stairs,
nothing I
up the
can
stairs, down the
do
stairs.
probably when I see him, but
Yeah, you've seen him reascend the roof.
So many options of what I could do here.
Do them all.
Let's go with this one.
I didn't hit the Amirage. This is bullshit. Oh, hi, Garazin.
Fulton is now a paladin.
Can I be a paladin?
what's
No.
a paladin?
I'm not entirely sure.
Bestow grace of the champion only works if the character's already lawful good.
Yeah, it doesn't work on chaotic neutral dwarves.
You temporarily have
Yeah, not
powers
good, asshole.
similar to those of a paladin.
I saved you
And-
from having to spend 40 years in the hell zone.
And I will climb the wall.
Should be
I
way
would've
more
spent
appreciative
40
of
years
me.
there. I would have just left.
I will
Toss.
attempt a climb check while I climb the wall, but I'm really not expecting it to work.
Yep.
I don't even honestly know what my climb check is. Oh, well, it does actually counter out my armor check penalty. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a +1.
I was rolling plus zeros, I know the feel.
You are... What's your movement speed?
40. No, sorry, 30.
You are 20 feet up the wall. And treated as prone.
Damn. Alright. That's it then.
Avea Lathil.
Seriously, screw this guy. Snake infusion. Let's see, because that doesn't even require me to take any burn or anything, so screw this guy. Attack.
Attack, 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 attack.
You want the mischance again? I'm writing this
Sadly,
blast
I do,
again.
since you're right up against the wall.
I'm writing this blast again anyway, so I'm getting up the wall either way.
Yep. You will strike it.
The 33 hit its touch.
33 hits its touch.
Okay, spell resistant. A lot of bullshit just to hit this thing.
This entire fight has been a great load of bullshit.
That penetrates.
Awesome. So my damage is 10d6 plus... Sorry, 10d6 times 1.5 plus 15 right now, I believe. Yeah, my normal is plus 5 and it's up to plus 10 right now. Okay. Sorry, plus 10 over, so... Suck 70 negative energy damage, you little bastard.
Very nice.
Be happy I don't have innervating fusion yet.
What does that one do?
Negative levels.
1 negative level whenever it hits fort saves fort negates.
That could be pretty mean.
Yeah, when they add up. You use that with kinetic blade to get multiple hits on people.
Aren't negative levels death effects?
I believe
Yeah,
they
you might be
technically
able
are.
Not unless they say they are, but things that are immune to death effects are usually immune to negative levels too.
Keep in mind where we are.
Yeah.
The spooky land.
But yeah, that can get really mean.
Alright. Yep, he's hurting. Bombard.
I'm a finished fight, I might climb my way up.
Yep, you are 15 feet up. Roll your climb.
Oops, yeah, put me back, thank you.
I don't think this guy expected me to be this mobile.
Bombard, you make 0 progress up the wall.
I try harder.
Make 0 progress up the wall.
Spend a hero point to try harder.
I try
Yes,
even harder. What do you expect me to fucking do, man? I'm done.
I know you're done. I'm sorry, you rolled 6. This
No, you're not sorry. You can tell
This-
me you're sorry when you stop putting bullshit things in my way.
this potted plant on the windowsill's really giving you trouble.
Yeah, it is. It's pissing me off.
In fair, this would be completely fair if we could roll well. We've all been rolling crap.
Oh, look, there's a demon thing.
Yeah, Mirage would resent that if he cared.
Stupid
That's not a nice
bird man.
thing to say about me. Actually, at this
This
point,
entire fight has been just bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Our summoner doesn't work. We can't fly.
yeah, we've been rolling crap.
Hey, at least you've been rolling.
Yeah, at least like, our summoner's been like, the summoner can't do anything. This thing's been fucking with line of sight this whole time. And we've been rolling for jack all.
Actually, I might be looking pretty demonic myself at this point. I need to check it into elemental overflow.
Dominate monster.
I mean, if it works, that'd be really great.
Yeah,
That's-
it would.
Yeah, by this point, I look like a lesser shadow.
So, like yourself, but
It's
shadowy.
will to negate,
No, as in the demon lesser shadow.
which is, you know, it's got its best save, but
Yep, bring spell resistance versus me first.
oh hell. Oh, I always forget the roll for that.
Just your caster level, unless you have spell penetration defeat, which gives you bonuses.
It doesn't matter if it's a demon, you still just look like a shadowy construct. You don't look especially demonic, you just look like a shadow. But that's
Bounces harmlessly off one of its wings.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm done.
Why were you trying to dominate its wing?
If I actually thought summoning a giant over its head to crush it would work, I'd do it.
Yeah, that would be the thing I look like.
Hi guys, I have no idea why Fulton is fighting alongside me, but
I don't think Fulton's really seen her very much in this fight.
she was just on the wall above the Yamaraj.
Yeah, and then she was gone again.
Yeah, for all you knew, that might have been one of its summons.
That's a Nightwalker from 3.5.
Okay. This thing looks at a Veolathel
Well,
and looks at Shinolar.
Well, I'm flavoring it. It doesn't really exactly say what I look like, but
Fair enough.
I look more and more grotesque as I take more burn. It takes a standard action to look normal again, and the second I use any of my wild talents, I look like this again until my burn goes away.
The Yamaraj turns and attempts to finish a Veolathel off. Here comes the full attack.
Finish me off, really? Come at me.
Without the
And now
benefit
roll
of
on
the
the
charge
20s, good job.
bonus.
My AC right now is 48.
Yeah, that's not landing on anything. Claw, claw.
Miss, miss.
Nobody can roll today.
I could do a somersault.
Do a barrel roll.
You should have done that. Reflect his magic. That's how barrel rolls work.
Yep.
That's a 1.
That,
That's
Also
a
a
20.
20.
that 50 hits, yes.
Okay,
Well, does it confirm?
The nat 20 hits.
Yep.
confirming the nat.
Misses.
Okay. So no free trip attempt for him.
Also mischance.
Oh, and mischance. 20%?
Yep. Oh well.
Doesn't that mean it does miss?
No, the 20% is the
1 to 20 is 1 to 20 is a fail. Anything
it's
higher
blurred.
is a pass.
Just to make things confusing, on the 20% low is bad, low is bad, and on the 50% high is bad. Or yeah.
No, high is good. 51 and up is good.
Okay.
Alright,
Oh, I see. So yeah, 80 to 100 is good. Gotcha.
so
Damn you being the opposite of Warhammer.
Well, that's the difference of a D100 system.
Yeah.
Well, have 15 damage. He just needs to land his goddamn bite once. Ay, ay, ay.
He did on me. It did nothing.
It is round 7.
Screw you and your beetles.
Screw you and your line of sight, jammery bullshit. I'm gonna find a gun that can just shoot through solid matter.
Alright, he is using his last quickened ability, and this one ain't a bolt. But to do it, he needs to roll versus spell resistance first.
It's an iceling bolt.
That passes.
I'm going after you, Shelinar.
It's not against any of you guys' SR.
He's buffing himself.
If he's
No, I
buffing
think
himself,
he's-
SR doesn't apply, so no.
Oh.
He's up to something.
SR never stops you from using your own crap on yourself.
Mm-hmm. Your magic doesn't need to leave your body to come back at it. No matter how Lay on Hands says it works.
Can I use either our planes or Arcana to figure out what he's doing?
Because it's an SLA, no you cannot.
Okay.
If it was a spell, then you could try to detect
I
what
just
he's
figured I might
casting.
know what he's doing because of planes.
He disappears.
If he's invisible, I can still see him.
I'm aware. He is not invisible.
Okay. I think we won.
Alton.
Yes.
He seems to have disappeared.
When I get up there, I'll determine that.
Well, I can look around as a free action.
From halfway up that wall, your alley seems to be clear. Your your boss name, life detection.
Death Watch.
Death Watch, there's the word. Doesn't ping anything you don't expect it to.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, Garazin, your senses are just plain old dwarf.
Dwarf sense, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Avail
you can
Athel.
sense beards.
Avail Athel, why, what form of sea invisibility do you have?
Let's see.
Is it arcane sight or true sight or just sea invisibility?
I have lenses of sea invisibility, as per the spell.
Okay. And Shinalar?
I'm actually trying to remember when I cast True Seeing. If it was
If it was
This
during
combat or
this
not.
fight, then... just a second.
No, it wasn't. It was back way at the bridge. So yeah, it's worn off by now.
I do have detect evil
Correct.
at will right now, but I don't think it's evil. So
It is not. Okay.
So,
so yes, you have-
she, let's see, her Eidolon, I mean, she can see invisible as per her item, the shroud she's wearing.
Okay.
And, is it Tremor Sense that he has, or Blind Sight?
Either way, what's its range?
Double checking. It's Blind Sense in 30 feet of her.
Okay. Yep, still true. He has disappeared and there's no signs of him.
I have a thing to try. I just have to. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I will save that one, but I very possibly have a spell that can target an area. Can I target the edge of the wall I'm climbing for a Holy Smite?
To what effect?
To
He
to
hates
then
that
hit
wall.
the general area where the thing was standing on top of the wall.
Sorry, Holy Smite, is it you said?
Which is a 20-foot radius burst thing.
It's a burst. You should be able to
that-
target it there. Yeah.
You can target any patch of ground you like.
Okay, I'm just making sure I can see it properly to do that. Since I'm still just 20 feet up on the wall.
I get what you mean. It is not the, oh, right, because you're right up against the wall and 20 feet down, you don't have angle to target the area where it was right now. But you could
okay.
aim the air up above you and hope that it hit the template.
Well, I'll see if I can
If you
fly
hit-
really quick.
If you hit it up here, it's 20-foot
Yeah.
radius.
You
so-
could burst the air at the lip of the building up there, just so that it doesn't, just far enough that it doesn't singe your own hairs.
Would it hit Garazin?
Nope, he's
Okay.
he's lower on the wall than you are, and
Then
you don't
I
know
will-
whether it would hit Avail Athel.
Only evil and neutral creature harmed anyway.
That is the benefit of Holy Smite, yes.
You wouldn't know it from my casual racism, but my character is lawful good.
So I can make you a paladin.
Yes.
That can't possibly go bad in any way. So yes, you could airburst it like that.
Yes, Holy Smite.
Okay.
It does
roll
have
your
spell resistance, though.
Yep, roll your spell pen.
Of course.
Hero point?
I don't have one, and I wouldn't use it on that if I did.
Availethel, a gout of white flame bursts in the air in front of you. Alton probably then shouts, "My bad!" from down below.
Oh boy. Alright, well that's that.
The monsters turned into white flame. Well, I guess perception is a non-action. See if I can hear it moving around.
Sure. You take a moment to pause and try and listen for it, and you're not able to localize it, but as you finally have a few seconds to actually not stare down the gullet of the thing attacking you or being locked in an opaque box, you look out across the rooftops of the city around you, and you see that it looks like this scene is happening all over the place. Like in the quarter of the central of the uppermost tier of the city that you can see from the rooftops here, it looks like there's maybe 6 or 7 other Yamiraj on the rooftops, at least hundreds of yards away, who also seem to be attacking or already mid-meal with someone they've successfully attacked. Spirits all over the place.
Great. Do I get any EOs as I walk over to the side of the building?
Nothing swipes at you from the darkness.
Hey guys, it's not attacking me anymore. I think it's actually run off.
Fuck. I
Other
climb the fuck
problem
down.
is there's a bunch of them around here.
Oh, we can't surrender. We just gotta keep moving.
We're gonna need to get where we're going as fast as we can.
Well, then it's either waiting for Fulton to do his thing or just start running.
Well, is there a plank of wood big enough to support us that you guys can find down there? These buildings are made out of wood, right? Stone and wood?
I can try and tear a hunk off if you want.
Because what I say is, we all get up on the roof, take a plank of wood, and just take a plank of wood that'll span these breaches and just walk straight to the center of, as the crow flies.
I don't know if wood counts as the ground.
Don't see why it shouldn't. It's part of
How
this
many
building.
walls of stone can Sheila cast?
Not the hundreds it'll take to get over there.
We're still in initiative order, though, so...
Bombard.
Climb down, I guess. Look around for a hunk of wood. Not find one. Turn done.
No. There's most of the wood is just used as trim, but there's a few pieces of siding that you think you could pry loose and maybe use as a plank that are large enough and sturdy enough. You'd just need like half a minute to pry one loose.
Alright, I get on that.
Shittalar.
We're probably going to end up having to fight like 5 of these on our way to the center.
Well, might as well look over, figure this out. So, she'll be going to the other edge and trying to peek out what's beyond.
You walk across the building and look into the next set of alleys, and see a toothy grin looking up at you.
Uh-huh.
So what? It just teleported?
Yeah.
Yeah, best to use dimension door or something.
Damn it! And I have dimensional anchor prepared. I just never had a chance to fucking hit it.
You still have a
No,
move or
That was 40 feet.
supper time. Here comes the bite.
Yup. You're pretty much going to hit on all of these. Actually, you will. Anything but a 1 is a hit.
Okay. 26 AC.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's full on caster. You, yeah, not this guy.
All right. Do you have freedom of movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they've made freedom of movement too good.
Yeah, honestly, I would agree.
Back in 2nd edition, it stopped you from being hasted.
Huh.
+4 for the poison.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You take...
Be back in a bit.
Okay.
That's obnoxious.
And here comes the claws.
Ooh, that might incapacitate you.
I mean, I can fix it, but that's obnoxious.
At least she's got a dex of 18.
And here comes the rest of the full attack. Not a 1, not a 1.
There's a 1.
Is a
There's
1.
a 1. How about that?
Well, let's
Not-
add this up.
Right, the tail's the one that missed you.
So I'm wondering what variety of mage your next character may be.
Do you have any DR?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, and 17, so 76 total between all of the hits. And Bolton. You suddenly hear a fresh roar from very close by.
Lovely.
You would hear the rending of flesh, but she's too far away.
How quickly can I get down this wall?
You may descend it at your full normal movement speed.
Okay, what's the run action?
Let's see here. The basic run action is...
You move 3 times your speed while running. If wearing heavy armor or carrying a heavy load.
Sounds about right.
So I can move 90 feet. So what, it's 20 feet down?
The thing with run is that you can do it in a straight line and you
Of
lose
course.
next to AC. So best you
So-
can do is double move.
Alright. But 20 feet down first?
Yep, 20 feet down.
And that's all I can do.
Times like these, you need Garazen's Boots of Hasting.
Oh.
Evea Lathel.
Okay. Are they on the ground right now?
They,
The demon.
nope, the Amirage and Shinolar are up on the roof.
Oh, so I can see it.
Yes, you can.
Well then, screw this thing. Negative energy blast. I'm just going to do a standard extended. An extended blast should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's less than 120. So again, not taking any more burns. So 1d20 plus 29.
Not a 1.
Awesome. 10d6 times 1.5 plus 15 damage.
Oh no.
Oh, spell pen.
Oh, yep, spell pen. Passes. Okay.
So, yeah. There you go. Suck on 64 damage.
You have reduced him to 0, not to negative.
That's fine. I'm going to, as my move action, I'm going to gather power.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to accept 1 burn to quit the blast and do it again.
Okay. Burst touch AC hits.
Gotta beat spell pen.
Penetrates. Shinolar, this thing has lunged upon you, and it has its claws sunk into your chest, and it's about to take a nice big bite out of your throat when 2 blasts of black energy come from the south, sever its neck cleanly, and the body falls into the alley below.
Bastard. So I take another pointed burn. I have used a lot of that today.
Hmm.
I still have 8 left if I can stomach taking the non-lethal for it. Ouch.
That puts you at 84 effective hit points. Alrighty. So now the only screams and roars you can hear are distant ones, as the other Yamirage that appear to be attacking people in the city continue to do so.
I am back. What'd I miss?
Death.
Cool.
Shinolar got 3/4 eaten, and Veolathel saved her.
Hooray!
Yeah, I thought so. I forgot to hit the burn one time.
So in that time, did I manage to get myself a stick of wood?
You will in the next half minute, yes.
Good.
Are you okay, Mage?
For some definition, thank you.
Not a problem.
Fulton will make his way over and find that there are stairs. It's much more convenient.
I'm gonna shoot another blast over there and ride it.
So, I probably need to be rolling here.
Hmm?
She's
The dex.
poisoned.
Yep. So, give me. Let's start with 3 fort saves. 1 success, 2 fails. Give me another.
Basically, how many does she have to make before Fulton can get to her?
Probably those 4, considering.
So what? She's lost how much dex?
She has lost. 9 more.
All right, so she's at 6.
Ah, crap, that's drain.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's a poison, let's get rid of the poison first, huh?
You have to first diagnose it.
I have magic.
Do you have a magic that tells you that she's poisoned?
If he has remove poison, then he has removed poison. And he can see the gaping black dripping from the wound bite marks.
Because the problem is, I don't typically prepare remove poison.
Mm-hmm.
Because typically you don't need to remove poison. Okay,
In the meantime, I'm going to accept 1 more burn to use a kinetic healing on myself.
Sure.
I'm up to 7 burn now, which means I'm up to the next level of elemental overflow. I now look like a greater shadow. But my dex does go up 2 + 6. And my con goes up 2, but I haven't been bothering to adjust the hit points because it's too much bookkeeping.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many items to check. Damn it, that does remove disease, not poison. This might actually be an issue.
Well, isn't she basically done with it at this point?
Nope.
Thought it was
Girl.
only for 6 rounds.
Yep. Means that there is 2 more.
Well, I don't think we have an immediate cure, so we'll see whether or not she,
What happens if your dex hits 0?
If your dex hits 1, you are paralyzed until your dex is returned to a non-1 value.
Okay. Okay, that's fine, because I can fix this with preparation time.
Yeah, she's just going to be out.
If we roll at least another 6 on this 2d4. So, roll me 2 last fort saves, and then you're cured. And I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, fails. So that does put her to 1.
Ouch.
Does that make her unconscious?
Not unless you
No,
have
it
0.
doesn't paralyzed.
Okay, so Lockrock is technically still there. She loses consciousness, her Eidolon goes poof.
Alright, well, if you give me the time to prepare, I can get restoration and fix all of it in one thing.
Well, at this point, I don't have much to... I can't tell you not to take time.
Let's carry her. Are you actually at 0 or are you just at 1?
1. If I had to roll to 6, I'd be at 0.
I'm back. So, how
Yeah,
about
you're,
that
you're
one
not
dex?
actually incapacitated until you hit 0 dex.
Ah, okay.
That's a thing I actually knew already, so I was just double checking. But yeah, it's not till you hit 0.
Good.
So yeah, Fulton's gonna be spending some time praying here to get restoration to heal her.
Here?
What?
Here?
To heal her.
No.
Right,
Are you
but
doing
on this
10 minutes
rooftop
of praying?
surrounded by awful things.
Yeah, let's take her down the stairs.
Does anybody have a bag of holding we can shove her in?
I have a handy haversack full of tools, so no.
That's a bad idea anyway. I was just being a dick.
Okay, let's take Chandelier back down into the maze.
Alright. Are you carrying her down those stairs?
But that is the only option.
No, just dragging her. Thump, thump, thump.
I'm going to take the standard action to not look like a greater shadow anymore.
Alright. Cleanse yourself. Ah. And I'm just making sure you're carrying her, because she's at low enough dex she needs to worry about walking.
Yeah, that's all we need. She falls down the stairs.
And now Fulton must pray for 10 minutes. On the plus side, he can get more than one spell during this.
Yes, also, if Gorazin's got that plank of wood, I can go up there and see if we can actually do that.
Gorazin,
Mm-hmm.
while everyone else except for Asma is off retrieving Chandelier, you take your tools to this piece of siding and begin removing it from the wall without damaging it. You would like it to support your weight and all that. You know, just
Yeah.
simple, common sense thinking. Yep. When the door of this of this building opens up and a transparent white figure begins yammering at you in some language you don't understand.
So, There's- is that a
frag?
Fraggle?
There appears to be a roughly humanoid ghost standing in the doorway, yammering at you and shaking its fist.
Old man yells at Cloud.
Sorry, but I need this for saving the multiverse. You can deal without a door for a bit.
It's a piece of siding.
The siding you use for the door, hush.
It takes a couple strides across the intervening distance and attempts to punch you, and its fist simply passes through your shoulder.
He's completely ineffectual.
Well, you just go ahead, take your anger out on the nothing. I'm gonna take this and save the multiverse, you ungrateful fuck.
It continues to hover about you, yammering in your ear,
Uh,
as the others return.
Phrasma, can you banish this thing?
Oh, did you get the piece of siding?
He does by the time you guys are back.
Yeah, I got it.
We're
Okay.
wasting time.
I'm going to grab that from him. I'm going to blast up there with it since it's now part of my equipment once I grab it. And I'm going to see if we can walk across it. I'm just going to see if this works.
Okay.
So I put it across the alleyway.
Yep.
And attempt to walk across.
You place one foot upon it, and you can't lift your other foot from the roof of the building.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work. It'd be easier if I could carry other people while I'm riding the energy, but I can't. Down I go.
There's more of them. We shouldn't be taking this time. Go.
Well, we have to wait for Fulton to finish casting his thing on you.
Do we?
If you'd like to be able to move around, yes.
As you've seen, I'm not sure how effective I'll be here.
Well, I'm not carrying you.
You don't have to.
She says as she gets up and walks into the wall.
Not exactly what she's saying.
What Shinalair is suggesting is that we leave her behind.
No.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. I got a piece of wood, so we gonna try this or what?
I just did. It
She
didn't
just
work.
did.
Oh, I missed that, sorry.
That's okay. I think you were arguing with that ghost.
Yeah.
Which is still hovering about you, yammering in your ear.
Phrasma, banish this fucker.
Even were it in my power, it is not my place.
Yeah, it is.
Not here. There. And she points in the general direction of the tower.
Well, then I have a companion until we get there. Let's just march out bloody ready.
We have to wait for... Shelinar's been poisoned. We have to wait for Fulton to be able to cast Cure Poison on her.
You don't.
And yet we are.
Alright. I'll sit and wait then.
Now I'm wishing I had taken trade astrographer. Or cartographer.
Why?
Well, because while we're waiting, I can be up on the roof plotting the maze.
Oh, well, in that case.
How does this lower dex affect her casting, by the way?
It should.
It doesn't.
Oh, so she has no dexterity but can do complex hand motions.
Well, insufficient dexterity to do dexterity-focused things, but yes, for whatever reason, magic is not dependent on you actually being able to physically carry it out.
It's probably just gonna fucking work, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so I remember that map out the maze thing you were gonna do? Well, I can do that. I have an astrolabe, star charts, a compass, some extra paper,
I don't
and
think
some
the
item
astrolabe
skills.
and star charts are going to be really helpful in this place.
Well, the star charts aren't, but the astrolabe may.
We'll see. Would you like a
It-
survival check to help hedge out where
all
the
it's
fuck's...
all it's meant to do is measure the angle between the horizon and an object. You could use it as a surveyor's tool.
That's what it's for.
All right.
Yeah, I just wish I had taken profession cartographer now, because then I could be up there mapping this place.
I
Razum,
can
do
make
you
a
have
rough map using survival.
yes? Do you have things to write with?
Mm-hmm.
Things to write on?
Mm-hmm.
You've got the astrolabe and
How distracted are the two people, especially Fulton, right now? He's busy, right?
he's
I've got
praying,
ink,
but that does
ink
not
pen.
make him less aware.
Ink pen, journal, so the maps, some
Oh
map.
yeah, I got it. I
Okay.
got it. All right, so you may begin trying to sketch out the maze before you, and it will take you at least, you guess, 20 minutes to do so, though.
Well, either Fulton will be done, or I'll be done first, and we'll see.
So let's just get done what you can in the time then.
Yeah, it's not an all or nothing affair.
Well, knew that was coming.
Okay, roll. Actually, no, you do not, because of things you don't know. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what direction?
Whisper it, we shouldn't know.
Name a
Right.
compass point or roll a d32. And yes.
How do I do a GM-based roll?
Slash. I think slash G. Hold on a
I
second.
believe it's /GM.
Yeah, slash GM and then something, and only GMs will see it. And yourself. Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. I sent him the word boobies.
Of course you did.
Well, it was either that or penis with a one where the eye should be.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Fulton,
I'm assuming she just disappeared.
she looks around, makes some gestures, and disappears.
Oh, great. Fulton will stand up and start looking around. For example, past the cloud giant. Which I wonder if its corpse will just lay here forever.
The cloud giant's corpse lays here. And at this time you notice that apparently... Fortunately, this cloud giant did not go commando today.
Wonderful, thank you.
God damn it.
Welcome.
You rolled for that? Really?
Fulton will climb this wall, however long.
Yep.
And come over the other side to look around.
There's an alley empty of anyone of substance below.
This is where Fulton has issues with himself. Because on the one hand, he's a lawful good guy who can't just leave an ally to, be at 1 dex and defenseless in a place like this. You know?
Yep. Seems legit.
On the other hand, you know what one of the very specific things about Iamade is? Or Iamade, I should say.
She's hot.
I've just forgotten the word. Not prioritization, but like...
That is the thing.
She's a
That's what
warrior.
I'm talking about. There's a line, specifically as a tenet of Paladins of Iamade, which he's not technically one, but he follows the same thing because he's an Inheritor's Crusader.
Mm-hmm.
I will never abandon a companion, though I will honor sacrifice freely given.
Yep.
And she sacrificed herself.
Yet, this is where he's not entirely sure what to do.
She...
Well, much like finding out what's under the loincloth of a cloud giant, you could always roll a d2.
A D2, really? That was it?
What, you expect a percentile table for what people wear on a given day? I'm far too lazy for that.
And I am wearing thong and panties. Thong panties. That's what I'm wearing.
No,
So
you're
thong
wearing
and
both.
panties?
I meant to say thong panties.
A thong
No,
under your
This
panties.
is canon now. You're wearing both, somehow.
Or a hybrid. The front is a thong, the rear is panties. For
There we go.
comfort.
Well, Fulton will yell to the other two that...
The panties are on my head.
Having been abandoned, Pharasma goes to be near Avail and Bombard while they work, and she studies the cityscape, and looks quite horrified by the scenes of other attacks going on in the distance.
Is that not supposed to happen?
Chandelier is teleported away.
Why? Yeah, that's a good question. Why?
I would assume so we don't waste time trying to heal her.
Oh, great. So she expects... So now we're going to have to waste time trying to find her. That's much better.
That might be more difficult than you think.
This is a maze.
Yeah, you know what? She chose to go get herself lost. I think the best thing we can do is complete our mission. There's a greater good to consider.
Well, unless we have some way to trace her, there's no point in looking. It's a maze, we'd never find her, and they'd catch us before then. If she wants to be
I don't-
stubborn about killing herself, that's her business.
If I didn't have to bring
She's
you
one of
guys,
the
I
few
could
with
get
the way
over
out
the-
of here.
I
You
didn't
know, if I
expect to get
didn't-
out of here, period.
You know, if I didn't have to drag you guys, I could be in the center of this thing in about 2 minutes.
Garazan, remember, she does summon things. She can create portals to other planes.
And again, I don't expect to actually get out of here.
She's probably drinking a mojito at the Adventuring Guild already.
I don't think she's gonna. I think she's gonna try that and end up somewhere she doesn't expect. Something is wrong enough for Morsley to be out of the sky. I don't think her plane shifting magic is going to work that easily, considering how hard it was just to get here.
We don't know, and it was her own decision to go away.
She
And it
awakens
don't
next to
matter, let's
Lindal.
just keep moving.
Hold a moment.
She awakens next to Lindal. It looks like he's been making out with her. I'm just joking. He's not that creepy.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, he's not that creepy?
He's not that kind of evil.
hmm
Oh yeah.
I mean, power overwhelming, but come on.
yeah, his entire sexual desire is for one person. So.
I think I'm gonna have to cast Mass Cure Critical Wounds here.
I'm not objecting.
Though it might be better to honestly just do Cure Critical Wounds 3 times.
It's a difference of 4 spell levels?
Yes.
Yeah. Depends which spells you want to prioritize in the near future.
Well, Cure Critical is a 4th level spell, and Cure Critical Wounds Mass is an 8th level spell.
Yep.
My 8th level spells are kind of important.
What do you
At
have
least a little.
there?
Not the best, I suppose.
Sticks to snacks.
I got Holy Aura for my domain spell, Greater Angelic Aspect, and Frightful Aspect.
Hmm.
They're all major buff spells that I just haven't had a chance to use yet, mostly because I've been sickened and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cube of Giants needs to be a spell.
As you contemplate doling out healing, you notice that Pharasma, she's not unsinged. Her gown and one of her legs has been torn by those beetles, and it seems like there's patches of her skin that are rather nastily affected by that blast of cold that the thing breathed down on. But you know, it never closed to melee with her, so nothing more obvious. But she is not untouched.
Well, that's not good.
She doesn't look concerned, however. She is still watching the surrounding and distant scenes in horror.
Alright, then I'm doing this. Converting Frightful Aspect into Mass Cure Critical.
Okay.
Which is 48 points of damage plus 19 for everyone. So that will be
23 points.
That's not a good roll. That could have been much better. For an 8th level spell. On the plus side, I get to maximize that on myself. Which is what? 41? No, that can't be right.
Maximized for you?
Yeah, what is that?
That will be 32 plus 19.
51.
Yep.
And I'll do this for, you know, just be consistent. Except I didn't do it. There we go.
Also channeling.
Yes.
Go ahead, take your healing, folks.
Not fully healed, but
Forgot to take one of my burn damage.
Erasma's jarred out of her shock by the sensation of her wounds closing, and she looks down at her arm and leg in confusion before looking back to you guys. This is not my creatures. This is not psychopomp behavior.
More sleeves on the throne. You really think they're gonna act normal?
More sleeves?
The moon.
excuse me a second. I have to mute and deafen for just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I tell you what. Somebody shrink Pharasma down so she's small enough to be my equipment, and I'll run her to the center. That doesn't work. That didn't. Yeah. That doesn't actually work because I can't carry creatures with it.
Hmm.
I can only carry my stuff. So, you know, tough crap if I ever get a familiar.
Oh, right, I accidentally called it the other Chaos Moon, sorry. There's a lot of evil moons, just kind of out there.
Mm-hmm.
Skull Kid's moon?
There's his moon, and there's more Sleeve for Warhammer, and then there's this fucking moon, and there's the other fucking evil planet moon.
Meanwhile...
And then there's Salune, the good moon.
There's too many fucking moons around here.
Shenalar.
You've teleported into the mouth of a Yamaraj.
Warp also muted and deafened. Right, just have to give the both of them a minute. Because there is important conversation that Isma wants to have.
She teleported directly into the mouth of Varg.
That's really
Definitely.
shitty on your roll.
Definitely not on this plane.
You know, it'd be a good evil party, just saying. Blackguard Aaliyah, Varg, freaking Lindahl, and of course, Joel and Tem.
Mm.
The party would just kind of kill itself eventually. They'd all take the smuck meat at once and just all die.
I'm the only one around here who actually remembers Joel and Tem. So. He's a fun joke to refer to. Poor bastard.
Yeah, I explained the joke to oh, there they are. Welcome back. All right, Shenalar.
Mm-hmm.
You appear in your evasion. You appear in what appears to be it's a home. The furniture is unfamiliar and unfriendly to anyone with a spine that doesn't fold into a pretzel on a moment's notice, but it is nevertheless a home. You've apparently appeared inside one of these various buildings. There is a window, but the curtains are drawn.
Okay. Well, she's gonna try to attempt to summon something.
Okay.
Try to heal herself. I guess I'm gonna have to go to a different map.
Okay, everybody,
No,
listen, yeah.
here, I'll just make you visible again over here.
Listen carefully. When you hear the sound of an angel dying, that's
just-
where we go.
Just north of the body of the Yamiraj.
Okay, so what I gotta get to get this to function?
You will need a spell penetration check.
Ta!
There is. What are you attempting to summon?
What am I, Gala?
There is a sort of wet popping sound, and a burst of feathers appears in the air and settle to the floor.
Oh.
Fine. Attempt number 2.
Spell penetration? A fissure seems to force its way into existence in the air, and a Marigna steps out of it. She is quite confused by where she is, but focuses her attention upon you.
You are of this plane, aren't you?
I do not usually arrive this direction. Pray, what would you ask of me?
At the most basic, I require healing, and then I require directions.
Let's see here.
She has Cure Critical. 3-day.
Yep.
But does she have anything to fix the dex problem?
No. Just about nothing I have fixes the dex problem.
Okay.
I can access heal, and that's all I can access. So.
Yep. She kneels beside you and looks to your wounds, and begins to cast a spell. And I need you to make a Knowledge Arcana. The Dram. Somatic is the motion ones. Yeah, somatic, vocal,
Yes.
and material. The somatic components that she's the somatic components of the spell she's casting makes it look like it should be a cure spell, but those are the vocal components of command. You have time for a reaction.
I don't even know if I have a reaction.
Well, you're not helpless, you're just really low on dex. But I suppose you'd need at least a knife to hand in order to interrupt her or something.
Yeah, she's got a crossbow. That's it, and it's not on her ready.
No direct damage spells in case of emergency.
She has no direct damage spells.
Can't you dismiss it?
Double check. I can't remember whether it's a standard or a full round.
I would think it's a standard for a master summoner.
Well, there's no
If only because
rulings
they
on
change
that.
everything else to being a standard.
Summon is dismissible, so it's dismissed the same way any other spell is, which is...
Standard. It's a standard action to dismiss, unless the spell says otherwise.
Dismissing a spell is a standard action that provokes no opportunity.
Well, then that's what she'll do.
Bastard.
Roll me a will save, please. The fissure through which she stepped reforms and she falls through it before she can finish her spell.
Well, then Alakarok, she'll have Alakarok use the Wand of Invisibility on her. And she's just gonna go.
Okay.
Why not try to summon an angel again?
Because that's been working.
You've just failed the spell pen.
And
She
you
doesn't
can tell,
know that exactly.
Actually, you can tell when a spell fails for at least the reasons of did not function or did not successfully cast. That was a not successfully cast. And you have these feathers here to tell you that it functioned.
Just from a mechanical standpoint, if your spell fails due to not meeting spell pen, you know.
I guess she'll keep murdering angels.
Murdering Angels is my favorite new metal band.
Trying for a gala again?
Yup.
With a brief and distant ring of distant choirs, a gala appears in the air before you, and it is not your usual gala.
What has happened?
That is usually our questions upon arriving to help. What bid you?
I need aid. I've been poisoned and hurt.
She leans down and places heal upon you. 130 hit points.
Gets rid of ability damage.
Does not.
It
It's
immediately-
permanent.
Does not restore drained ability. Oh dear, let's see here. What else does the Gala have?
It does get rid of the poison, though.
Poison was already gone.
Yeah, poison worn off.
The poison had already had its full effect of 6 rounds.
Yeah, she really has no way of actually fixing this.
I think Restoration would do it, but yeah, she can't cast spells with costly components, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have 100 GP of Diamond Dust, then she can cast
Yeah,
Restoration
she
for you.
doesn't have the diamond dust.
Fulton does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, job 1. Send a Lockerock to go pickpocket him. No.
No, he can't fly, so that's not going to work.
Quick, well,
I didn't say it'd be
Rosali's
easy.
lungs.
Let's see here. Well, your dex will come back at a rate of 1 a day. But really nothing else. Oh, hold up. What does Lesser Restoration do?
That'll restore damage, but not drain. I believe it restores limited damage.
Or Drain, yep.
Temporary.
Yeah.
Hold on, is there a...
I know, because I had lesser restoration actually prepared, but it wouldn't actually help in this situation.
Okay, ability Drain is always permanent, can only be restored through magic. Okay, it doesn't heal. Ability Damage heals. So... yeah, that drain poison is much more annoying and lethal than I usually think.
And
Healing
at
for
the time, I
100.
put my vampire
From the
my
heal, I
vampire
assume,
masquerade
right?
group against a pack of werewolves.
Yeah, Gala or CL 13, 130 hit points. Give yourself 10 more.
What could she see when she was up there before when it comes to the labyrinth? Since she was at the rooftops. Basically needed information for if she tries to teleport.
It was a large and not filled with distinguishable portions maze. Without intensive study, all you can say is that there is maze. While you're mulling that over,
You know,
meanwhile, oh, go ahead.
if you can I know summoning is not doing great for you, but if you can summon something with that can polymorph you into an undead aren't subject to ability drain, it'll go away.
Good thing I took that baleful polymorph off my list.
It's an option.
Either way, move on to the others.
So, that healing sort of startled Pharasma out of her shock at staring around at what these Yamaraj psychopomps were up to all around, and she said, "This is not psychopomp behavior. These are not my servants."
I would imagine it has something to do with why you are not part of yourself right now.
And why the evil moon isn't in the sky, why we're in this entire situation.
But they should have... If Grotus is supposed to suborn me, he might take their control, but why would they still be here in the city, instead of terrorizing all of the planes beyond? My creatures, they're normally predictable, nearly mechanical in their thinking. Neither time nor place has any bearing on their behavior, and yet here they are, attacking the souls of this section of the city. They were not doing this when we came in. They're doing this in reaction to the gate. They would not do that.
Can they be ordered to do things that don't make sense?
They shouldn't.
But can they?
It's part of their very being.
So if you were to order them to do something completely out of character, they wouldn't do it.
If they were to act out of character, they would die. They shouldn't be
something's changed their
capable.
character.
They shouldn't be
Something has
capable of
changed.
doing something like reacting to something so momentary and ephemeral. They've been told to do this. They've been directed to do this.
Okay, yes, we established that.
Are they looking for you?
They're not doing a very good job if they are. Even that one wasn't. It focused its attacks on us instead of her.
It's attacks, yes. Who knows what it
Look
would have
at-
done after we were dead?
Look at how it tried to corner your absent friend. Look at how it tried to get us apart one by one. It was hunting us, not searching. I dare say it might have been enjoying what it was doing, and that does not match.
I have the feeling we're not going to get an answer on that until we reach the Hlosterin.
Yep. You know what we need? A spell that'll give somebody stretchy legs that we can ride. Then the strongest one can just pick us up and use stretchy legs to walk over the top of the buildings. I'm not really that kind of mage, so is that a thing?
I got no idea.
Fulton's going to turn to where the Hlosterin is, since, you know, on top of here you could probably see it.
Yep.
Which direction is it in?
North on this map.
Then he's going to jump down, well, take the staircase down because it's more convenient, and start heading north.
Alright, let's get out of here.
I'm going to stay up here and track the group from up here so I can be a lookout if something attacks us.
Climbing down each wall and up the other side where necessary.
I'm just going to blast across the gaps.
Yeah, right, can do that hopping. Okay. And Shinalar, what is your plan?
If it works.
What you doing?
She's going to go have some mojitos.
She doesn't feel like she's being much tier,
Hmm.
so...
Okay. So, attempting which plane?
Well, material. She doesn't have forks, so...
Right.
Does it have to be a fork? Can it just be a piece of that plane?
Well, it has to be something attuned to it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And they usually use forks just because, why not?
And as was
tuning,
explained to
get
me
it?
when I tried to have that spell, it's 10,000 GP worth of materials from that plane. So That's why I didn't just have a boneyard one sitting around I could use.
Yeah, and in setting, it takes materials from that plane to make one.
Right. Oh, let's get moving.
Well, let's see here. Plane shift, it is willing, so there's no will save. But this place, not the whole boneyard, but this city, has a will of its own that you must counteract. Roll me your spell penetration.
Stupid neutral sigil.
You batter yourself against the walls of this realm, and you do not find escape.
Mark my words, she's going to leave, and we're gonna get to the center and have a threat we can only deal with if we have a summoner with us.
I don't really think those threats exist.
Depends how creative your DM is. Can anyone cast Gate? No, we're fucked.
I can't even cast Gate. I have it as an ability, but I don't have any of the materials to use it properly.
Hmm. Are you planning on continuing to attempt plane shift, or are you planning on making your own way, even if that means falling behind the others?
She'll have to do it exceedingly slowly.
Okay, I shall bear that in mind for next session.
Doo-doo-doo.